Let her out! Let her out! Let her out!
This is the kind of bullshit that's happening right now in the Texas legislature. Dustin Burrows has locked up Nicole Collier because she won't sign some bullshit permission slip to be followed around by a DPS escort. That's a cop following her around for the next 3 weeks to make sure that she comes in and votes for this bullshit Donald Trump redistricting bill. What's going on in Texas is absolutely 100% wrong. And locking up members of the legislature because they won't sign your bullshit document, it's just wrong. It's wrong. We need more people up here fighting. We need more people up here fighting alongside State Representative Nicole Collier, who's doing this protest because she must, and we all must. We must fight against Donald Trump and all of this madness that's happening in this country, and fight against his constant grab for power in the United States.
If you are in or around Austin, Texas, we need you to show up to the state capitol tonight at 7 p.m. Central. They are holding Nicole Collier, a black woman, hostage in the chambers and will not let her leave. We have got to show up for her. We've got to show up for Texas right now. If you are in the area, please get out there. This is an emergency call to action. We need all the bodies we can get. If you are able, please show up.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. I don't believe this is happening in 2025, like holding democracy like that. And this is insane, guys. I didn't see this coming. I never thought they can do something like this. Is it even illegal what they are doing? Please educate us because I don't understand. Let's watch. I will be back with more commentary. Let me know what you think. I will be back with more commentary.
Hey, to everybody who says they love freedom, are you aware of what's going on in Texas right now? Democratic House Representative Nicole Collier is being held hostage in her place of work because she refused to sign a document that said she agreed to be surveilled and followed by law enforcement for 3 weeks. She said, no, I'm not doing that because that's authoritarian. And now they won't let her leave. This is not a bodyguard to protect her safety, mind you. This is surveillance to ensure that she returns to work. Because, she was part of the Democratic representatives from Texas who were breaking quorum in order to avoid voting for these very racist gerrymandered new maps that's trying to magically create new Republican seats in the state. So when they returned to work yesterday, they were told by House Speaker that they had to sign permission slips granting permission to law enforcement to follow them and surveil them. Follow them home and keep an eye on them to make sure they're doing what they're supposed to do. And remember, those arrest warrants that were put out for these individuals were not criminal arrest warrants. They broke no law. I know y'all struggle with the difference between like actual crimes and, civil offenses. But if you claim to be about freedom and autonomy, right? The government not being bigger than the individuals. You don't like big government. If that's who you claim to be, can you really sit here and act like what's going on in Texas right now is what you want? Put out of your mind for 1 second, please, that this happens to be a Democrat. Imagine she were a Republican and she were being held and not allowed to leave. She cannot go home overnight. Imagine that were a Republican for me. Think about what you would feel. And I'm pretty sure possibly you might be able to empathize with what is happening to this woman. This is a massive breach of individual liberties. She's an elected representative. She was there to do her job and she's not being allowed to leave now. Not because she did something illegal. Not because she's under arrest. No, because she refused to sign something that she felt unfairly impeded her personal individual liberties. So now they won't let her go home. If not authoritarian, why directly out of authoritarian playbook? Please pay attention. Please understand that this is beyond out of control. Oh, by the way, this is a black woman.
Guys, many people are just mentioning like she's a black woman. Do you think that's why it's happening? That's why they're doing this? And I was seeing people in a comment saying like, "Oh, it's because it's black woman. That's why they're doing whatever they want." Well, they do the same. It's white person because guys, I don't know about that, but you're welcome to share what you think about what's happening. But whatever happening, whether she's black or white, this is not okay. Like the way she's being held like in like that because she refused to sign whatever they want her to sign. And if you know more about law and stuff like that, please educate us what's really happening. Is this legal to happen or it's illegal? Let us know. Let's keep watching. I'll be back.
There's a black woman being held hostage inside the Texas state capitol. There's a black woman being held hostage inside the Texas state capitol. There's a black woman being held hostage inside of the Texas state capitol. Democratic Representative Nicole Collier is being held hostage, captive, against her will inside the Texas state capitol, where they are currently trying to gerrymander the state. Hold on. A state that has a known history of actively harming black bodies. Listen, our ancestors been told us about this one. Listen, if things go the way they need to go, they go the way they need to go, I need our ancestors to do their big one on this. You hear me? Because what's about to happen is going to fuck them over. If they keep her there, I know they said Wednesday, but is that Wednesday they let her out or just Wednesday they open the chamber to let her in? Because if they keep her in there continuously against her will for 72 hours without access to food and water, baby, I need Texas to feel the pain that it's inflicting on itself. You see what I'm saying? And it's going to continue to inflict pain upon itself until the pain can no longer be tolerated. And what happens? Black bodies will be upturned. You feel me? Because the amount of graves that black bodies are in right now in Texas because of the racist laws in that state, the capitalist laws in that state will be found. So many cases will be solved. Why? Because if we find out that this can go to the way I want it to go, so many cases will start to be solved. So many people will be fed. There's a lot happening here. I get it. My brain is running 1,000 miles a minute because I need so many things to happen. I don't live in Texas. I don't have a pig in that fucking farm. But I want the people who do have a pig in that farm to be okay. To be able to find some kind of actuality in which says, hey, you matter. You're a fucking person. And no one can ever take away your humanity and the right that you deserve. The right that you deserve just by being a human being. The care and quality that you deserve just by being a human being that these people don't want to see you as. Oh boy. Am I angry? I'm angry. This is what it means to be an angry black person. I get it now. I get it. I'm angry.
Oh my god, guys, I really don't get it at all. I'm just in shock. I don't know what to say about what's happening. I didn't know they can do something like this. I think they can always find a way. And if she don't want to be under surveillance like for 24 hours, I understand everyone needs their own privacy. And oh my god, she slept there. And of course people are trying to say let's all like try to put this out so people, they should know, they should go out to support. Also people went to support. It was not easy, as you saw, guys. Oh my god, I don't know what to think and what's happening. What's the message all these people are sending for new generation? Because I think this is not the way to show people, to show these kids, our like new generation.
Can't you just hear it already? Oh, we're not imprisoning Congressman Nicole Collier in the Texas Capitol building because she refused to sign a permission slip that gave herself over to DPS in custody and have them follow her around 24/7. Oh no, we just locked the chamber doors because it's after hours and she just happens to be in there and won't leave. I'll admit, yesterday I posted a video and promptly deleted it because I spent an hour investigating as many sources as I could on this, and from what I gathered, the doors weren't technically locked, but if she walked out of the chamber and tried to walk out of the Capitol building, that they could actually put hands on her, drag her back into the chamber, and leave her there. But as soon as I posted that video, the very next video that popped up in my FYP was Nicole Collier herself saying, yeah, they locked the doors. And now I'm just like, what the actual... So if you're one of the 93 people that saw that original video last night, I'm sorry. I laid it out thinking that's what I thought was going on, but that's not what's going on. They locked her in there overnight. My only other problem here, and I hate to shift blame and attention off of Texas Republicans because they're the ones that are acting like dirty fascists, but my question is, where are all her Democrat colleagues? Why did any of those other Texas Democrats that just came back from all that hullabaloo out of state from breaking quorum just to come back and sign a permission slip that gives their custody over to DPS? Nicole Collier says herself she didn't plan on doing this. She didn't even know it was happening that day. So I highly doubt that they all got together and decided that she was going to be the sacrificial lamb here. What happened is they all signed that permission slip of their own volition. And she was the only one that said, oh, you know what? This is some bullshit. I'm not signing it. And now she's petitioning for habeas corpus because obviously they're violating her constitutional rights to move about freely when she has obviously committed no crimes. Every Texas Republican you talk to is going to say, oh, well, technically it's legal, but that doesn't mean it's constitutional. Also, I 100% believe that everything the Texas Republicans are doing right now is not really following the guidelines that's set forth in the Constitution itself, because I don't think there's anywhere in there that says that you have to have guards following them around. Where? To the grocery store? Make sure they show up to a legislative session once they're in the building? Sure, fine. They don't want to come out of their office? Whatever, drag them down the hall. But to give DPS permission to have you in custody? That's weird. That's fucking bizarre.
Yeah, guys, I really agree with her. This is bizarre. It's weird. When people see, they're like, okay, we thought these things can never happen in 2025, especially in America. This is kind of shocking to see. And the way some people are quiet about it, and the news are quiet, some news are quiet about it. They are not mentioning anything. Even the women. Let's watch a bit.
This is how Texas Democratic State Representative Nicole Collier had to spend last night because she is not allowed to leave the Texas State House unless she signs a permission slip granting the police the authority to escort her around everywhere she goes until the next special session begins. When I spoke about this last night, there were two people that tried to make at least an argument using different codes and laws in order to justify the Sergeant of Arms not allowing her to leave, and I'd like to quickly debunk both of them. The first was someone who just used the Google AI definition of dereliction of duty, which Texas actually has their own specific penal code for dereliction of duty. A couple states have it. And if you read the Texas one, guess what? None of it applies to a state representative who breaks quorum. The second argument, I thought they actually had a point for a second, because the Sergeant of Arms can detain people in order to make sure they do their job. Problem is, that's only to maintain quorum. They are not in session right now, which means quorum has not been achieved because no one's there to do their job, actually. They are holding her hostage until the next special session starts. So no, they're not holding her to maintain quorum. They're holding her there to make sure they can achieve quorum on Wednesday. It's essentially if your boss really wanted you at work on Monday and didn't think you were going to show up. So on Friday, they lock you in the office building and don't allow you to leave.
Texas Republicans just did what? Oh, no big deal. They just locked and illegally imprisoned a Democrat lawmaker on the House floor of their fucking Capitol and refused to let her leave, lock the doors, because she wouldn't sign a fucking permission slip to have the police escort and follow her. What the fuck? Guys, being alive in 2025 is fucking exhausting. Fuck.
So guys, let's talk about it. Let's talk what's happening. The public response has been mixed. Supporter praise Collier for her courage and commitment in justice. Others, they're like, what they're doing, like locking her up, like it's at the praise of her work. It's not okay. That's not the way to go with. Also, people, they are talking, maybe they're doing this because of she's black. Everyone is talking different things. That's why when I started video, I was like, please let us know, educate us if you know more about all this. If you think what's happening should be happening, let us know. But many people have like reaction which are weird, and not weird, but which are different. But of course, there's some people who are being weird about it, who are trying to defend this, but I don't feel like this is something to defend. I don't think you feel good if it's your mom or your sister who have been held like that. And I don't understand, guys. I don't know much about like politics. You know more. If you know more, educate us, because in my understanding, I don't think like you can just lock someone like that in just a place where they work, because they are refusing to go with the police like 24 hours. I think they should bring always another way to fix all this. I don't think this is the only way they can approach this situation. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say, because this is causing many chaos online. You can see people arguing, saying like, oh, look what they're doing. People are out protesting. That's like, leave her alone, let her go. And of course, people who are there, they're like, they understand what's happening. They understand the suffering she's going through. And she's a person who served the country, who served the public. You understand how people are feeling. If she did something wrong, or they should find a way to talk to her or to fix this in a legal way. But I don't think to lock her up, it's going to change anything. Because I don't understand, guys. I don't understand much, but this is insane and this is weird, and people are going crazy about it. If you go on social media, they're only talking about it. And of course, me, as always, I'm here to update you on what's happening, because I know I have many subscribers actually who don't have TikTok, who don't follow on TikTok, YouTube, who don't have a time. So that's why I do this kind of training video to show you guys what's happening. If you can help, if you can tell us more about the situation, we appreciate that, because we are here to learn from one another so we can make better decisions in future. Yeah, many people are talking about this in different way. Other people, they're making it racial. Other people, they're like, this is abusing. Other, they are like, of course, in favor of Republican who are doing that. I don't know, guys. I don't know. For this time, I can call this weird and strange, because there's no way. The place where you work should be the secret place where you go and you feel happy. So if they start to treat you like that, you won't feel like focused and encouraged to do your job well. That's what I think. So guys, I don't know what you think about the situation. I don't know if you had, and let us know if you know more. Subscribe to the channel, guys, if it's your first time. I really appreciate that. And share the video for the more people to know. Maybe there's a people who are out there who don't know, maybe they can help. Share the video with your friends. Everyone, like and comment. I'll see you next time. Bye.